Hi, I am Anindita Das Bhattacharjee. In most of the aptitude exams, you will encounter with some problems on finding the value of a large number or large number divided by another large number square, along with problems of calendar and clocks. In this video, I will discuss the shortcut tips and tricks on the mentioned topics. Also, I will give you tricks and formulas to calculate square root of non-perfect number, cube root of a large number, and some multiplication tips on squaring two-digit numbers. In any competitive exam, you will always encounter with calendar related problems. So, I will discuss some tricks which will help you to solve any calendar related problem within a few seconds. These are the month codes which you need to memorize to solve any calendar related problem. However, let me also show you how to generate these month codes. January is the starting of the year, so before January there is no days or 0 days in the year. So month code for January is 0 mod 7, that is 0. Why 7? As we have 7 days in a week. To find out month code of February, we know that number of days in January is 31 and it has 0 odd days, as month code of January is 0. So month code of February will be 31 plus 0 mod 7, which gives you 3 as a remainder. Similarly, for month code of March, number of days in February is 28 and month code of February is 3. So 28 plus 3 mod 7 is equal to 3. Similarly, month code of April will be 31 days in March plus month code of March, that is 3 mod 7, which will give you 34 mod 7, that is 6. This is how we can generate these month codes. But it is always advisable to remember this month code, which will help you to solve the problems in less time. One of the most frequently asked question is to find a day of a given date. First, let's see how to calculate if the date ranges between 1900 till 1999. Here, I will consider the formula as date plus month code plus year plus leap year mod 7. Now follow the instructions very carefully. First step is to calculate leap years. So we take the last two digits of the given year and divide it by 4 and take the quotient. Why 4? Because leap year comes after every 4 years. So let's take an example to understand this. For the year 1970, we will take last two digits, that is 70, and divide it by 4. So the quotient is 17. This means 17 leap years between 1900 to 1970. Remember this point. At step 2, point to remember is always consider only the last two digits of the given year. So, for an example, 15th August 1970 can be calculated as date is 15 plus month code of August is 2 plus last two digit of the year is 70 plus number of leap years is 17. Mod 7 will give you remainder as 6. Now, follow the numbers representing the days. 6 represents Saturday. This is how you will calculate any date within 1900 to 1999 range. Now let's move to case 2. Let's now try to find out the day if the year is between 2000 to 2099. To solve this problem, we would need to accommodate the same formula with the given situation, and that can be achieved by subtracting 1900 from the given year. So the first step is to find the leap year. So here we need to subtract 1900 from the given year and then take the quotient after dividing it by 4. So for an example, for the given year 2020, we need to subtract 1900, which is 120, and dividing it by 4 gives the number of leap year as 30. Step number 2, year will be 120. So for an example, 4th October 2020 will be 4 plus October month code is 0 plus year is 120 plus leap year 30. Mod 7 will give you 0 remainder. So 0 is the day code for Sunday. Another important question on calendar could be based on calendar repetition. So keep in mind the three most common cases. Case 1. If the given year is the next year of the leap year, then that calendar will be repeated after 6 years from the given year. For an example, if the year given is 2021, since 2020 is a leap year, so the calendar of 2021 will be repeated on the year 2021 plus 6, that is 2027. Now case 2. Leap year calendar repeats after 28 years. So for an example, 2020 calendar will be repeated on 2020 plus 28, that is 2048. Now case 3, if the given year is leap year plus 2 or plus 3, then the calendar will be repeated after 11 years. So for an example, 2022, which is leap year plus 2, will be repeated on 2022 plus 11, which is 2033. In every competitive exam, usually there are few problems on clock. In this video, I will cover the most important and frequently asked questions on clock and the trick to solve within seconds. Commonly, there are two problems on clock. One is where a time will be given and you would be asked to find the angle. You have to use the formula 11 by 2 into minutes is equal to 30 into hours plus minus theta the angle. If time is given as 10 past 2, in place of minute you put 10 and 2 will be placed at right hand side in place of hour. Since evaluated angle is minus theta, taking minus both sides we get theta equal to 5 degree. And in second case, you will be asked to find out the time between a specified time frame when a specified angle is achieved. We will use the same formula, however, keep in mind in place of hour, put the starting hour. That is, you are asked to find when there will be 90-degree angle between 10 and 11 o'clock. So the starting hour will be 10. Now, the question is plus 90 or minus 90. Since 90 is less than 300, that is 30 into 10. Therefore, we have to consider minus 90. Therefore, at 38 of 2 by 11 minutes past 10, the angle will be 90 degree. So this is the calculation that you have to follow. Another problem on clock could be based on mirror image. How to find the solution? The trick will be whenever the time given in problem is a real time or mirror image time, we have to subtract the time from 1160. The reason is a clock displays only 12 hours and 1160 means 11 hours plus 1 hour, which is the same. So for an example, if real time given is 1025, the mirror image time will be 1160 minus 1025, which will be 135. On the other hand, if the mirror image time given is 245, the real time will be 915. So this is the simplest calculation that you have to remember. Let's consider the problem 1295.97 divided by 35.87 square. The first step is to approximate both numerator and denominator. I will apply trick to find square of 36. The next step will be finding the appropriate base. Generally, you will have 50 or 100 as base values. Now it is important to choose appropriate base values. Here 36 is near to the base 50. Therefore, 50 will be the chosen base. However, if we have to find square of 90, then the chosen base will be 100. Next step is finding square of the difference between the base and the number to be squared. That is, in this case, 50 minus 36, which gives you 14, and you have to find out 14 square. To understand this concept in details, let's try to find 49 square. So as discussed, first step is to select the base, and this is closest to 50. So we select the base as 50. Now the calculation will be base minus number, which gives us 1. And 1 square is also 1. So from this, we can assume the last two digits of the expected answer will be 0, 1. So similarly, for 36 square, as per the discussed formula, we got 14 square, which is 196. So the last two digits will be 96 and 1 is carry. But before discussing further, please make a note you will need to memorize till 15 square to solve any of this problem within a minute. So let's continue with the example 49 square. We already know the last two digits. Let's find out the steps to calculate first two digits. Now divide the selected base by 2, that is 50 by 2 is equal to 25. And then remove the deviation, that is the difference between the base and the number to be squared from the calculated value in step 3, that is base by 2. Since base is 50 for calculating 49 square and 36 square, so we will perform 50 by 2, that is 25 in both the cases. And according to step 4, 50 minus 49 is equal to 1 is the deviation for the first case. And it will be subtracted from 25 and we will get 24. Therefore, 24 is the first two digit and 01 is the last two digits. So, 2401 is the result of 49 square. As for performing 36 square, deviation is 14 and performing 14 square, we get the last two digit as 96 with carry 1. Now, according to step 3 and step 4, we have to perform base by 2 minus 14, that is 25 minus 14, which will give you as 11, and the carry is 1 will be added to 11 and we will get 12 as first two digit. Let's do a quick recap to find the solution of 1295.97 divided by 35.87 square. So, first step was approximation of numerator and denominator. And we have got 1296 divided by 36 square. Finding 36 square will have following steps. First choose the base. Here it is 50. Then subtract 50 minus 36, which is 14. Then perform 14 square. We get 196. 96 is the last two digit of the answer and 1 is carry. Now finding first two digit has following steps. Find base by 2, that is 25. Perform 25 minus 14, that is 11, and carry is 1. It will be added with 11. We will find 12. First two digits are 12 and last two digits are 96. So 1296 is the result of 36 square. And the final result will be 1296 divided by 1296, which is 1. So far we have discussed both cases with base 50. One is without carry, another is with carry. Now let's see how to calculate square of a number with base 100. For an example, let's try to calculate 98 square. So step 1 is selecting the base, which is 100. Step 2 is base minus number to be squared, which will give you 2. And then we have to perform square of 2 to get the last two digit of the answer, which is 04 in this case. Now to find out the first two digits, calculate base by 2, that is 50, then subtract the deviation from base by 2, that is 50 minus 2, which is 48. However, for base 100, the only change is we have to perform base by 2 minus deviation as we did for base 50, but only difference here is we have to multiply the result by 2, and here we get 100 by 2 minus 2 is 48, and according to new rule perform 48 into 2, that will give you 96. Therefore, first two digits will be 96 and last two digit will be 04. So 9604 is the result of 98 square. Let us now see the trick to perform multiplication of two-digit numbers. For an example, performing 42 into 36 has two steps. First, perform 4 into 3 and put it in the left blank among the three blanks. Then calculate 2 into 6, which will give you 12. Here the rule is put the unit place digit in the right blank and 1 is carry. Now to fill up the middle blank, perform cross multiplication. Perform 2 into 3, that is 6, and 4 into 6, that is 24. and add them, which will give you 30. Put unit place number 0 in middle blank and 3 will be carry. So the final output will be 12 plus 3, 0 plus 1 and 2. So 1512 is the result of 42 into 36. Just looking at a two-digit number multiplication, you might think the trick is of not much help. But trust me, with practice, this trick will prove to be a very much beneficial. Now let me give you a formula through which you can find non-perfect square root. The formula is root x plus minus y divided by 2 into root x. Now to understand how to get x and y, we would need to split the given number into two parts. And the first part should be the number which is the nearest square. For an example, to find square root of 12, we can split 12 as either 9 plus 3 or 16 minus 4. X is 9 and y is 3 for the first case. According to the formula, root 9 plus 3 divided by 2 into root 9 will give approximately 3.5. Alternatively, if x is 16 and y is 4 for the second case, then as per the formula, root 16 minus 4 by 2 into root 16 will also give you approximately 3.5. Let me now give you a trick through which you can very easily find cube root of any large number. Only thing is you have to remember this table, that is the cube of the numbers from 1 to 9. So let's see how to find out cube root of a 6-digit number 474552. The first step is to identify the unit place number and match it from the table with the last digit. So here in this case the unit digit is 2, and as per the table 8 cube is 512 has the last digit as 2. This means in our answer 8 will be in unit place. Now the step 2 is to ignore the last 3 digit and just consider the remaining numbers. So here we will ignore 552 and consider 474. Now find out from the table cube values which are less than 474. So here 1, 8, 27 up to 343, all cube values are less than 474. As the next cube value is 512, which is greater than 474, so we will consider the nearest lowest cube value, that is 343. And as 7 cube is 343, so the answer of the 6-digit number will be 78. That is 78 is a cube root of 474552.